welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a block that is called Tumbler Star. So first, I've preemptively done some stuff. We're going to start with two squares that are 5.5 by 5.5. So we're going to take that and we're going to draw the line down the middle, or down 1/4 inch from the middle each way, and we're going to sew those up, which I have done. So I'm going to take my ruler then and cut that. And then we'll have our two, just like the half square triangles. Well, that is what we have, two half square triangles. Iron them to the dark side. Both of them. All right, and then we're going to square them up, which will be pretty simple, just like we've done before. We're going to take this, put it on the diagonal, as close to, oh, excuse me, my head might be in the way there, as close to the edge as you can this time. Flip this to the side, flip it around. Now we're going to line up the diagonal and the 5-inch line on both edges. Look at that, it slid. All right, gonna do it again. This will be the middle part of our block. And it's gonna end up being an hourglass when we're done. Line up the 5 and the diagonals. Diagonal, there's only one. All right. Put these in my pillow stuffing bin. We're going to line up the seam. Sorry. I was working on the other parts earlier and I may have gotten a little bit confused there. So you're going to line them up opposite colors. So when you would open them up like this, you're still going to have one of each. But we're going to sew it the other way. So we're going to take this and line up your corner with the 1/4 inch seam. Flip it around, do the same thing. Now, I recently, on a video, I had somebody post that you could just draw one line from corner to corner, and then you could just sew a 1/4 inch on either side of that. And you can. That is a great way to do it. It would save time, but I like to have the line there that I sew when I do bigger pieces. So I do it this way, but you're more than welcome. I mean, try the other way. See what works best for you. So I'm going to take this to the sewing machine, and I'm just going to sew down those two lines, and I'll be right back. We've done that. We'll take the pins out. Grab our little mat. We're going to iron the lines off. Set the stitches a little bit. Oh, I left that open, guys. I really got to work on that. I don't recommend you leaving it open at all. Line it up corner to corner. And just business as usual. Then we are going to, these don't really matter which way you set this or fold the seam to, because they're going to be, it's going to bunch either way. The back is going to fold towards the seam either way. All right, you'll have two, but we are only going to need one for this block. So you could make them two blocks. at a time, which actually every step in this would make 2 blocks at a time. So it really wouldn't hurt. So we need this to be 4 1/2. So you are going to line your 2 1/4 dot right there in the middle, and then you'll still do the diagonal line all the way down. All right, and we're going to flip it around and do the same thing, except for now you're going to line your 2 1/4 and your diagonal and your 4 1/2 down here. You're going to line up all of them and then press very tight. You don't want it to move on you. See, when I close it, I always forget to open it, so I guess that's why I don't close it sometimes. All right, so there's your middle block. That is your hourglass block. The next one, we're going to lay that to the side. Your next block is going to be a modified, I guess it's a double half square triangle. I'm not really sure what you call it. So we're going to take our white piece. You need a white piece, and you'll need one of your colors, and I'm going to use pink and purple in this, like just like this, those 2 colors. And those will be, they're going to be 6 1/2 by 6 1/2. And same thing, you can see here I already stitched it. We just laid them face together, just like we did for the half square triangle. So I've already done that in the interest of saving time. And then you'll just cut them apart just like usual, just like we did already. And then you'll press them open. No half square triangles. And you'll trim them down. I already have one done. You're going to trim it down to, actually, I just trimmed this till it was even because I didn't want to take it too small. Sorry about the interruption there. I had a phone call and it cut off on me. So I did the half square triangles. I believe that's the step we were on. And I've already cut them and ironed them open. Now I do have 2 of each, but we only need 1. No, we'll need them both. I'm only going to show 1 step of them on this. So you'll take the one with the pink and the white, and you'll fold the purple one onto it. And I've already drawn the lines. You're going to want your lines to go opposite the seam on this one. So we're going to fold that over and pin it. Ouch. Keep it as straight as you can. We're going to do that one and this one. Again, I've already drawn the lines. Make sure that when you fold it back, it's going to show both the colors, or all 3, I guess, both of the other colors, I should say. All right, and we're going to sew those up. I am going to go do that, and I will be right back. I've sewn them both up. Pull the pins out. And we'll cut them apart. Now, I use my rotary cutter, but I want to show you, you can just cut straight down through there with your scissors. If you don't have a rotary cutter, you don't exactly need one. Just cut down the middle. And then we're going to get the pressing mat again. These ones we are going to fold to the flat side, because we do not want all that bulk if we can help it. I apologize for that noise. My dehumidifier's on, and I've been having allergies and stuff, and I'm gonna just run it. I hope it doesn't bother you all too much. Now, you will have 4 of these because you will have done that step to 4 blocks instead of just the 2. I've already done some of them. That's why I only have 2. And then I'm going to show you how to trim them up, because each one will come out opposite. If you see these colors are opposite. So you have to do it twice, so then you have 2 of the same one. So I'm going to use this one. So we're going to do same as before. We're going to line up the diagonal. Now we want this is going to go down to the 4.5 that this is. So we also want to line up the 2 1/4 right there on that line. See how I've got it there? So I'm a little extra on these, but that's okay because I wanted it to be right. So see how I'm trimming off a little more than I would need to, but it's okay. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Now you'll be able to line up the 4.5, which should line up the diagonal, and it should put the little dot right on your 2 1/4, which it does. Hold it steady, and there you go. Now I actually have to trim all these down because I didn't trim the first ones down to the 4 1/4. I had trimmed them down to 5, or 4.5. I trimmed them down to 5. So we're going to do it one more time with this one. Line up the middle and the diagonal. Flip it around. Then you line up your 4 1/4. 4.5. Your diagonal, which will, the lines there will follow suit, and your 2 1/4 should be right on, which mine is. So we've done all that, and now we have all of our pieces, and we're going to put them together. So you're going to lay the middle in, the hourglass goes like that. Your corners are all going to be white. And then you're just going to lay these out. You're going to match purple to purple, and the white is going to be out, and pink to pink with the white out. So now we're just going to sew our blocks into rows, those two, and those two, and then we'll be back to show you the next step. Okay, I've sewn those together. So now I'm just going to, just like any other quilt block, we're going to sew the rows together. Now, full disclosure, you guys, I'm making 2 different blocks. I know I said it would, each step in the first part would make 2 blocks. I am also making another one. This one is 1 block, and the other one is called the Isabel Star. And I am going to use the same video, those 2 steps, the same one. I'm not going to redo it because I already have the pieces for it. So when you see a second video come up with the same exact recording in it, I'm sorry. You can call me lazy, but I didn't want to make more when I already had those. Plus, I had already filmed it. So, just to let you know, when you see it, it is the same exact video. Well, the 2 segments in it will be the same. The segment from the middle piece and the segment from the pieces here, the 4. But if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you do, that'd be great. I'd appreciate that. I'm going to go sew these up, and I'll be right back. Sew those up. Now let's press it open. This one is very pretty. I like. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you'll make it, and I hope you love it. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.